How's it going out there, world? Here at my Pimp Palace, we are getting in shipments now. Some from Kickstarters long ago, and others from silly impulse buys on miniature market 70% off sales. And, always important, the monthly Reaper direct purchase. Yes. But first, I wanted to talk about a lovely impulse buy. This was from Walmart.com. Oh, yes. A lovely Master Series Paints Core Colors Basic little paint kit. Yeah. This paint kit contains the following lovely colors. Pause if you really want to see what they are. There's quite a lot of them here. A nice selection of colors that, if you get sick of using craft paints, this isn't a bad way to go. I also have the Army Painter Mega Paint Set, which I got for about $80. This was not so cheap. It has 4 more paints than that set, but it cost $40 more. Yeah. Got it at Walmart.com for $120 or so. But no regrets here. I think that's a pretty good deal. It did get held up in shipping, and when it came to me, it smelled of pine tar, and there was a note from the Postal Service saying, "We're sorry about your inconvenience and the damage." But, as you can see, it's wrapped up, so nothing in the actual package was damaged. And it still smells kind of like pine. So I'm not sure what got on it, but something spilled. There was a horrible incident. My imagination sometimes gets the better of me when I think about what may have happened. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to cover. So I made my monthly purchase in October. September. Yes, September. Of lovely Reaper goodies. I like to buy metal minis. Because the plastic stuff you can get generally, I hate to say this, you can generally get better deals on it elsewhere. But, and to be honest, you can get the metal ones cheaper too. But when you calculate the free minis, it's not a bad deal. And they got great customer service. And there are way worse companies to support. But anyway, I got this because in my campaign, we have a lovely character in there who is a necromancer, and he actually works for a necropolis type society, kind of a death cult. Yeah. And they actually use undead the way we use robots. Yeah, it's pretty neat, little dynamic to the game. I talked about this game in my previous video. It's kind of a world that's on the brink of falling into the abyss. Yeah, it's totally dark, and so I thought this would be perfect. It's a bit of a spendy item. I believe this was, how much was this thing? Like $29, $27 for 4 skeletons and a bonapult. But it's pretty cool. Anyway, got that. And also from our friends at Reaper, they saw fit to send me a nifty catalog with all your bones, the Book of Bones. I have a couple of those, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's not the first one they sent me. And I painted up my not illithids and sold them. I never knew that I was a professional painter till that moment. So I replaced, well, I had two of this one, the Cool Bathalion. Dakul. I don't know how you pronounce that. Anyway, so I had two of those I painted, and you can actually see those in one of my videos that I did. If you scroll through my videos, you can actually see the paint job. Somebody actually paid me to do that. Ha ha ha. Nah. Anyway, and then I saw this one, and I'd never seen that one before. Cathal Tachuk. Cathal Tachuk. It's metal, so don't worry about that little bendy, limp-looking staff. It'll bend back. Now, it does seem to be a bit smaller than its friend. But look, not all illithids are going to be the same size. So yeah, pretty cool. I will say that the initial ones I got on eBay of this model were much less expensive than the one off the Reaper website. But those are going to be hit and miss. The Reaper website always has them. They are sold out, or were, of this guy, the Cathal Tachuk. I took their last one. All right. Now, it didn't take much to get over that $40 price mark, as you can probably guess, which got me my free model. Ooh, and there were some other interesting things they sent me, which is always cool because they always throw in stuff, which you can't get when you buy elsewhere, right? So, here, let's move this back. Yeah. You get your mini of the month. In this case, it's our Dashell, the female rogue, who's also a miniature, featured in Bones 5. The Dungeon Dweller set, if I remember right. Which I thought was interesting, that they're putting miniatures that they've already made in the Kickstarter to make molds. And then I thought to myself, well, maybe they're going to make it in original Bones. But then I saw him talk on the live feed, and that's not what they said. So I don't know. Maybe if you guys know, you can tell me in the feed. And then this was very entertaining. VIP. ReaperCon, the VIP card thingy. With all kinds of times. And, it's just it's the little things that make you feel special. I wasn't at ReaperCon, but it sure is nifty. And that's a nice artwork, I gotta say. So, if nothing else, it can go on my little poster board here. Boop. All right. So anyway, also, I got a sample. And let me tell you, folks, there's nothing I love more than half-ounce samples. This is why I come back for more every month with these guys. Yeah, this free sample, it's a fine blue. It's definitely a blue. If I was doing some ocean terrain or people wearing blue, or maybe a sea elf, maybe a base coat for their skin. A lot of potential here. As it turns out, it's funny that I said that. Sea elves. So why are sea elves on my mind? Well, one of my players decided they wanted to have a turn at DMing. So I let them, I gave them my papal blessing. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, that's not funny. I gave them my blessing, and I told them, yeah, get R done. And they're running a Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 campaign. And it's a seafarers kind of game. So I'm playing a lizard folk pirate, and the other player was playing a sea elf. So that's what made me think of that. pretty fun. Good stuff. Gotta love it. Who doesn't love a good pirate campaign, right? Speaking of pirates, I keep hearing about Bones 5, the pirate ship. Now, do you guys have any theories about that? I do. I theorize that it's not going to happen and that we shouldn't expect it to happen. Because a pirate ship, I mean, think about it, guys. That's going to be $100 plus model. It's going to be huge to do it right. You know, this isn't a barge. That barge we had last Kickstarter, it's just a barge and it's huge. By the way, I have a video for that if you want to scroll back and look at that. I still haven't assembled that thing. It's still sitting in a bag in my basement. My point is, a pirate ship is going to be monstrous. It's going to be just really, really big. I mean, like, here. Let's you know what? We have a perfect visual aid here to help you understand why a pirate ship it's just not feasible. It's not practical. I won't say it's not feasible. It's feasible. It's just not practical. Okay. So if you take these pieces of this catapult and say we lay it out there, right? First of all, this catapult would fit on the deck of a pirate ship. Okay. Now, I mean, so, yeah, you put this together, which I can't do because I don't have green stuff. But you get the idea. This fits on the deck of that thing. It's big. It's, you know, there's more metal in the catapult than there is in the little soldiers running it. So, I mean, obviously this is metal, that's plastic, but it's just to give you an idea of how big a pirate ship would have to be. It'd have to be way bigger than this whole container that I have here. And you see how big and bulky, how much of that screen that takes on a 28 millimeter scale? Oh my goodness. You're talking about something that's, I mean, it's going to be big. It might even be Big Thulu big. And Big Thulu takes up a lot of room in my house. And it costs $100, $150. So, like I'm saying, and that thing's hollow. Your pirate ship's going to be multi-layered. You know, you're going to have different decks. You're going to have to be able to pull it apart. You're going to have to be able to move miniatures around in there. I don't know, man. Hey, if anybody do it, it's Reaper, but... All right, so then, like I said in another video, I had the 70% off sale at Miniature Market. Well, what I didn't show in that video were the Reaper minis I picked up at the time. So, we'll go ahead and do that. Got this flying saucer. Yeah, the old flying saucer. I think it was $3 or $4. It was significantly discounted. Okay, and that, I mean, who doesn't need a flying saucer, guys? I wasn't sure about this one, but the price was nice. It was just a couple bucks. Dragon's teeth. Some sort of terrain piece. I'm not 100% sure what it is. It looks like they might have little rune marks, but they're kind of random. So what I'll have to do is look online and see what other people have painted them as. And, but, you know, it's just, look, it's terrain. It's, you know, terrain's nice. I like terrain. You put it down on your map, and you can take the same map, like this map I have out here. If I put enough terrain on there, it's going to look like a new place, right? So, yeah, see this map down here? You can reuse this map using different terrain. You can use our paper cutout terrain here, or you can actually use physical terrain like this. So that's pretty neat. It's neat to have options. I like options, especially options that don't break the bank. All right. then the next one I got is Velocithrax, the dragon. And Velocithrax, the abyssal dragon, has a metal piece with him, which I never knew when I ordered it. I got this for like $13.50. So it's a weird dragon. It's different. It's definitely not your run-of-the-mill dragon. But I don't know. Why not? $13.50. I'll do it. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's a big model. Big old model. And so I got that. And then about, oh my goodness. And we're going to talk about this. Yeah. I don't want to make this video too long, but when you order stuff on Miniature Market, the main difference between Miniature Market and ordering stuff on the actual Reaper site, the weight. Let's talk about that. So I ordered a whole bunch of Reaper Bones minis back in May. Yeah, May. May. It's autumn. They just came in. Yeah, pre-order. Pre-order. So that's the thing with Miniature Market. If it's pre-order, that means you don't know when it's coming. Okay? And every other site on earth can have it, but they wait till they have enough to. Maybe, I'm guessing they're just trying to get that discount so they can sell it at the lower price. So it's the price. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's kind of annoying, but I get it. So, with no further ado, I paid $23 for this. Bam. Gormaw. Yeah. Old Gormaw. $23. But I had to wait many months. That's not the worst, though. The worst was when I bought the Bones upgrade. Hi, Finn. You gonna get them? I got the Rum and Bones. That's what it was. Rum and Bones. The upgrade kit. That was the one. And let me tell you, that was something. The Rum and Bones upgrade kit. I waited 18 months for that. I happened to see that they had some in stock. They had promised me they were going to give it to me as soon as it came in stock. That's the, right? No additional shipping because, you have to have an order over $99 to get free shipping. Well, anyway, I get it. They lost track. I don't know. But they forgot. And what was funny about it is I had 4 outstanding orders they could have tacked it onto that were over $99. So $400 worth of stuff. So I had to contact them. So this is the only time I've had a bad experience with Miniature Market. And then the lady, after I told her about my bad experience, offered me some Miniature Market credit. But I never got that either. Again, not the end of the world. Great resource. Like I said, it's the only bad experience I've ever had with them. I've never had a bad experience with Reaper miniatures, just to say. So these are just my experiences. I'm not telling you where to go. But just know that if you get something pre-order on any site, just because it's out everywhere else does not mean you're not going to get a hold of it necessarily. Because that company, what they're doing is they're making a big enough bulk order that they get a discount. And that's how they're able to give it to you at a discount. So I get it. I'm not mad at them about that. The only thing I was slightly miffed about is the fact that they juggled that kit on me. But, hey, stuff happens, guys. Stuff happens. I am but one of many orders they have. So, and I do keep ordering from them, so I can't be too particularly miffed. There were some other things I bought from them. I love this mini. I got it in Bones 4. I got the little Dark Reach set. And I had to say, when I pulled this out of the box, and if you watch, it's actually in the video I did on it. This was my favorite mini out of all of Bones 4. Is that crazy? Yeah. Out of all of Bones 4, this was my favorite mini. So I bought another one because I'm going to kill PCs with this thing. It's going to be great. This miniature is very exciting. I mean, this is awesome. The details, the sculpt, everything about this spider is awesome. It's awesome. It's going to make a great, great spider. I'm not sure exactly what I'll paint it as. I have 2 of them now. So I have options. And I also have the WizKids phase spiders. So I could do a very fun spider thing. And another thing I've got, actually everything I bought was from Dark Reach. I really like that set. Dark Reach. By the way, if you get a chance to grab it, grab it. Dark Reach. Because everything but some of the fungoids, I didn't care for the fungoids. They were kind of cartoony. But the myconids were fine. And the everything was fine. I like that set. Okay. Stone Lurker. I mean, this is the Knot Roper. It's my favorite Knot Roper. Because I have the older iterations. And they're fine. They're not great. They're fine. But this one's actually good. This one's really good. I like this model. I think it's a home run. I think Reaper's doing great things. And so I got another one. Because why not? Why not have 2 ropers? Not ropers. And why not have another not hook horror? Yeah, why not have one? So, got this guy. And so this is Reaper, exclusively Reaper stuff. So I got a lot of models from a lot of different companies, but I gotta say Reaper's probably who I have the most stuff from. So they're winning the war, followed by WizKids, and then probably Cool Mini or Not is next in line. Mantic's in there somewhere. Oh, no, Fantasy Flight actually would be next. And actually, it's almost a toss-up between Fantasy Flight and Cool Mini or Not for me. This is just my stuff. And Hasbro. I got a lot of the old Hasbro. But really, it's in the total scale of what I have, Reaper and WizKids, bar none. And the reason I say WizKids is because I got a bunch of Mage Knight stuff. And I got some Horror Click stuff. It was on sale. So here's an example. I got, boxes of these things. They were like 15 cents a piece, I believe was my, yeah. So I was going to use these for Call of Cthulhu. But anything with a circus you could use these minis for. I have multiples of everything. So, I don't even need what I got. I might sell some or sculpt on them, repaint them, do some modifications. That's the cool thing about this stuff. You can make it whatever you want it to be if you really care. Anyway, I thought I wanted to show this stuff off for you. This isn't a fancy video. It's just me, basically consider this a live stream, even though it's not live. Showing off some goodies that I got recently. The Reaper stuff. Don't forget, there's a Reaper Bones Kickstarter going on right now. I gotta tell you, I'll go ahead and give my thoughts real quick. This video might go a little long. I like the Kickstarter. There were models in there that are really nice, and then there are models in there that aren't very good. And it's not because the sculptors aren't good, it's because the concept was maybe. But for the most part, it's either a home run or a whiff on these models so far. But most of them are home runs. Okay? There's a lot more home runs than there are whiffs. The Dragon Wolf. I could live without a Dragon Wolf. The kids thing, I don't get mad about because I get it. So, last time I did a video on acquisitions, I showed you guys these. These are from WizKids. They're pre-painted, okay? Wardlings, the Wardling line. There we go. Here, let's actually get a shot. The Wardling line. Well, all they're doing is they're trying to compete with them. Another thing WizKids does is spell effects. There's a whole set of spell effects. Okay? Well, I like spell effects. I also like the weapon rack they got and the armor set sitting there. You never see that. So that's good. I also like Bones 3. I like those weapons. So you can customize your models. I use those all the time. I wish they sold them because I actually use them because when my PCs are like, well, I wanted to use a maul, not a longsword, but this miniature is perfect. It has a longsword though, and I wanted a maul. So let me show you what that looks like. Because that really happened. That was a real thing. Hold on, where's that at? Oh, come here. Oh, there she is. Had to hunt for that a little bit. I kid you not. So, yeah, the player, the actual miniature, it's a Lord of the Rings miniature from WizKids for their HeroClix game. So, yeah, it came with a longsword. So, I had to put a big old maul on it. This wasn't the Bones maul. This was from one of those HorrorClix miniatures, actually. One of the vampire strongman, I think he was, or something. Anyway, so she was very happy, the player. I do need to hit this with a heat gun, but hey, that's irrelevant. But here it is. Yeah. So you can mod these things. And, all right. Don't want to run too long on this. I think, especially because I saw the preview pictures and such in the Reaper forums, this Kickstarter is going to be really good. There's a lot of good sculpts still out on the table that I've seen. I've actually seen them. So that big Hydra, I saw all kinds of stuff. There's a Merfolk coming. There's a not Iron of the Deep coming. So there's a lot of good stuff coming, guys. So don't sweat it. I say get behind it 100%. And by the way, the dragons they have already, the add-ons, those are already home runs. That alone is reason enough to bid $1 and then go in and get those. So, but I would recommend getting in there. I'd recommend if you just want the meat and potatoes, get a core set and get each of those dragons. You're couple $100 bucks, you're gonna win. Okay. Anyway, find all the miniatures of your dreams while you're hunting, and Kickstarter has some right now. Have a great day.